everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar or give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post, or else you could look me up at my website, which is www.garethcahoon.co.uk. And if you'd like to support the ministry work that I do, you can do so through garethcahoon3@gmail.com. This one is about Jewish and Christian Zionists unite to defend Israel on 8th War Front at First Judeo-Christian Zionist Congress. New alliance aims to counter attacks on Judeo-Christian foundations of Western civilization. What we need to do going forward is to reclaim the narrative of our history, of our Judeo-Christian values of Western democracy. The message was overarching tone at the first Judeo-Christian Zionist Congress held in Nashville, Tennessee this week, as articulated by American actress Patricia Heaton, one of several prominent figures lending her voice and popularity to the new initiative. The Hollywood star's participation underscored the conference's broader mission, aimed to unite Zionists of all backgrounds, including Jews, Christians of various denominations, atheists and agnostics, under a joint call to action to defend not just Israel but Western civilization at large. From Israel's perspective, the war on Judeo-Christian values is an 8th front, as the IDF has been battling on 7 physical fronts for over 2 years. But the war, participants argued, is being waged over the hearts and minds of people in the West, with battlefields in the media, education, politics and culture. Particular attention was given to recent criticism of Israel emerging from within the American right wing, including commentators like Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes. Generations of young people were and continue to be taught a warped and distorted view of how the country, the US, came to be. Heaton said in the keynote address more recently have been subjected to a similarly distorted view of the history of the Jewish people, both ancient and modern, all being funded by hostile outside forces. All of us have spent the last 2 years showing our support to our Jewish friends and neighbours, advocating for the release of the hostages and for the surrender of Hamas. Now we must invest our energies into taking back the story of our histories. The Jewish people, the Jewish state is a forefront of a war that includes the other members of the broader Western civilization, explained Israeli author Asif El-Akam. Israel is no longer fighting the battle of narrative alone. It's building a global coalition to defend the values of the West. The Jews are not your problem, they are your solution, he emphasized. The Congress was organized by a broad alliance of Christians and non-Christian organizations, spearheaded by several Israelis. I'm extremely satisfied with what we've accomplished, Chairman and Israeli attorney Kalev Myers told All Israel News. He co-hosted the event together with his brother, Simeon Myers, the CEO of JCZC. I think this is nothing less than a historic event. We have a steering committee with 11 people that represent 280 million members worldwide, representatives from the Southern Baptist Convention, from the Assemblies of God denomination, from the United Pentecostal Church International, as well as many other platforms, bolstering the Congress's message with their extensive experience on the front lines are several former high-ranking Israeli security officials led by Sagiv Ashilov and Marco Moreno, who has founded a new movement called the Eighth Front. In an op-ed in Ynet News published in December, Ashland and Moreno described an influence system, if financed with billions of dollars, carefully orchestrated and operating across every pillar of Western consciousness, which they said mobilizes mass protests, fuels hatred of Israel, ignites waves of anti-Semitism on university campuses, and shapes public opinion across liberal Western democracies. While the machine is used to attack the state of Israel directly, it also helped people propel one of its representatives, Zohar Mandani, into the mayor's office of New York City, and is that the same machine that stood behind the brutal terror attack at a Hanukkah celebration in Sydney. The Israeli Defense Forces know how to win a declared war. The Mossad knows how to dismantle systems which give undefined objectives. The Shin Bet neutralizes threats that are officially recognized, but Israel has never defined the Eighth Front. They have warned. Some 600 to 700 million evangelical Christians across the globe support the state and the people of Israel. They are joined by other groups who identify with Zionist values. This is a powerful global force few truly understand. They are not merely pro-Israel in opinion, they are active partners in the understanding that strengthening Israel means empowering the West, Decker and Ashland explained. Well, we'll have 3 or 4 co-branded events with organisations within our movement, one of them being the Joshua Fun Epicenter Conference in April of 2027. We really set aside our organisational egos and work together as a movement. We found a lot of willingness to do that from all the organisations represented here. We're excited about it. So this was an amazing first event for the Judeo-Christian Zionist Congress. I'm always told that I cannot be a Christian and be a Zionist, but being a Judeo-Christian Zionist is the most Christian thing that anybody can do, because we are grafted into the olive tree of Israel. They are the root and we are the branches. Shalom, Maranatha, and hallelujah.